Hello everybody, this is Denifia with another commentary. Unfortunately, I just cast this entire game and went to convert it so it's all nice and happy for YouTube, and realized that the mic wasn't turned on. So I cast the whole game, mic wasn't turned on, very annoyed right now. But I will recast it because I actually like this game, it's quite nice. Going over who's playing is HaN as the red Protoss in the bottom right. We have Itmedic, or I'm going to call him Medic, in the bottom left as the kind of bluey colour. Well, it is blue, but it looks teal here. As the teal, or light blue, Zerg, we've got Geralt. And as me, playing as Xanaries, as the yellow Terran, of course, is me. Well, yes, I just said that. In the top right. So far we have relatively standard openings. We've got HaN setting up a wall off, or not a complete wall off, but he's narrowing his choke, which is a very good idea because then you could just sit one little force field. Possibly you have to sit two, I don't really know, but it's certainly not three, that's for sure. So that'll help him quite a bit to funnel units into that smaller choke. It's good if you're Protoss because put a couple of zealots there and you'll pretty much hold that choke. We've got a gateway and another pylon here for medic. We've got a... that's right. Let me just quickly... Notice here he's got 13 out of 10 supply. If I just spin back a bit... I did this last game. You can see that blood splurt right there. What he did... In fact, I might bring it back just a little bit further so we can see what happens. Right now he's on 10 out of 10 food, and he's just building up some extra minerals. He sits one down there and one there to be building 2 extractors, while he makes up 2 extra drones, then cancels these both. Now he's got 12 out of 10 supply, which is quite an interesting way of doing things. He recoups the minerals for these 2 extractors, now has 200 minerals, sending this little drone down here to set up his natural expansion at 12 over 10. It's the first time I've actually seen this done, but it was quite a nice little move, and I didn't even notice it while I was playing, but in the replay, obviously, I noticed these things. So yeah, he's very fast expanding, and in fact he's got nothing right now. And you can see the gateway here is halfway halfway done. I've walled off the front of my base, and this little probe has nowhere to go, but he's going to attack this anyway because he feels like he needs something to do whilst just sitting there. There we go. Attack it. Go on. Attack. Right. My barracks is coming up, so I'll get a marine out there and shoo that little guy away. I'm still streaming out my SCVs, trying really hard to make sure I never miss the beat, and saying that, I wasted a couple of seconds there. I've got my refinery coming up because I want to get a couple of tech units because I know that they're both Protoss, I think, by this stage. Nope, don't know who this guy is because he's random. Now I know that he's Protoss, so I know I'm versing 2 Protoss players, knowing of course that both Marauders or Reapers are very good against the Zealots. While I'm doing that, let me close this. I noticed that he's got double gas, so he's obviously going for some kind of tech build, whether he's just going for sentries or trying to do upgrades or whatever the case. He's really going to try and use a lot of gas, whereas this Protoss player has got no gas at all, and I believe I am aware of that, but he could have set up a gas any time since then. But instead he's actually going for double pylons here because he's almost supply blocked. His gateway's coming up. Actually, let me just check. Yes. There we go. Right. You can see over here that... Let me pause and let me continue. I had company for a second there. Right, we've got 3 Zealots and a probe running over here into the Zerg base, trying to do some damage, trying to see what they can do. We've got 2 little Zerglings here, they've run away with good reason too, and this drone. He's got another 6 Zerglings coming up now. These Zealots really need to start focus firing on this, and they start doing this now. We've got the drone and the 2 Zerglings coming back just as these other Zerglings get completed. These units are still focus firing onto the the hatchery here, so they are going to get focused down very quickly by the surround of the Zerglings, and he's got no chance there. But we can see here that my Marines have come in trying to help, but getting attacked by these units in the center of the center of the map. Running, firing, seeing if I can just keep these guys away. Oh, one of my Marines goes down. And we've got another Zealot over here in the Zerg base trying to do some more damage. He's got only 60 health, but these two Zerglings are really almost dead. A couple more Zerglings come out, kill that Zealot right off, no worries whatsoever. Although we've got 4 more Zealots in the center of the map. This Zealot possibly going to go down. Might just survive until backup gets there. Yes, he does, and these Zerglings need to run away. Or, well, in this case, surround the units and attack. But now that they've seen there's more units there, there's no chance of fighting. We also see that both Protoss players have rally pointed the middle of the map, so all their units stream there. They're just making low tier Zealots, but we'll see how that works out for them. At the moment, I've got a couple of Marines and a Marauder coming into play here, trying to do some, trying to kill off some of these units in the middle of the map, trying to regain map control. Again, run, shoot, especially with this Marauder here. I can actually slow down the units. Running back a bit too far, I really should have pursued this a little bit further. I'm also setting up my command center here, while at the same time, the blue Protoss is trying to put more pressure onto the Zerg. But the Zerg now has roaches out. These roaches will clean up this Zerg force, this Protoss force, hopefully. Yes, here we go, and yep, it looks like these Zealots have no chance. I should have known that from the start of the battle, but I didn't. Even with more reinforcements here, he really should run away, and there we go, he's run away. Very tactical there. These roaches will just clean up, because they do 16 damage each, and they're just tough little bastards. My natural is coming up quite nicely here. I've got 3... I've got 3 barracks coming up here. Well, I've got 3 barracks up with a second reactor here, so I can pump out a lot more Marines, because I realise he's using a low-tech army, and I won't really need much more than some Marines, especially once I get Stim and the shield upgrade. And I believe I'm also getting... Yep, I've already got weapons level 1, so at the moment I am already doing 1 extra damage per shot, whereas neither of the other players actually have any upgrades. You can see the blue Protoss is still just going off of 2 gateways here. He's got a robotics facility and another pylon coming up here. At the moment, we are setting up just in front of the HaN's base here, trying to push in, trying to break down this little wall, and you can see here that this choke was actually quite good, but just didn't have enough units here, and GG from HaN. He realizes all over, there's no chance that he'll come back from this. We've walked in, he's only got 2 more stalkers here, they're about to go down, and these roaches will have no problems with cleaning up this base. And so, there we go. HaN GG's. So, just so everyone's aware, I am teamed up with the Zerg. You probably already guessed that. Anyway, my natural here has come right up very nicely.